Decoding Sakshi Bhav and Drashta in Yogic Awareness. Param Shanti to all the divine souls. This is a summary of in-depth discussion between Sakshi Didi and Jyoti Prakash Bhaiya on decoding Sakshi Bhav and Drashta. Their conversation primarily centers on the distinct yet often conflated concepts of Drashta, that's the observer, and Sakshi Bhav, who is the witness consciousness within yogic awareness. They explain that Drashta is linked to the intellect and its perception of actions and the material world, while Sakshi Bhav represents the true detached nature of the soul, Atma, which remains unaffected by actions and experiences. The discussion further explores how to attain Sakshi Bhav through deep spiritual knowledge and consistent meditation, highlighting its significance for achieving self realization, liberation from karmic bonds, and ultimately world welfare. This video also addresses practical concerns, clarifying that Sakshi Bhav does not lead to emotional detachment or neglect of responsibilities, but rather enables wise and selfless actions. Let us first understand Drashta. Definition of Drashta. Drashta refers to the observer and it is primarily associated with the intellect, buddhi. The intellect constantly observes everything, leading to the saying, as the vision, so the creation. The triad, that is, the Drashta, Darshan, and Drishya. When the Drashta observer observes the Drishya, what is being seen, the act of seeing and coming into act is called Darshan. This is an ongoing activity where the Drishya is in motion, Darshan is in action, and Drashta is observing. Involvement in actions. The Drashta intellect can become entangled in these actions due to ignorance, leading to the soul becoming bound, while the Atma itself is action free and eternally liberated. It can appear to be bound when the Drashta gets caught in the Drashta Darshan Drishya cycle. Lower self. Drashta is linked to the higher self, not the highest self, implying a state where one is beginning to access spiritual energy but is not yet fully liberated. Emotional involvement. A Drashta can still be influenced by emotions and may react to situations, often experiencing sorrow. When the mind wanders, the Drashta intellect is still present but is also wandering, indicating a lack of knowledge or power. Now, let us understand about Sakshi Bhav. Definition. Sakshi Bhav means the state of witness and it is directly associated with the soul. The soul is inherently a witness at all times. Atma har pal sakshi hai. Independence and non-participation. A Sakshi, witness, is defined as someone who is independent and has not yet participated in the event being witnessed. Similarly, the Atma never truly participates in any incident or reacts to it. Pratikriya nahi karta. Freedom from actions. The Atma is Kriya Mukt, action free, and Nitya Mukt, eternally liberated. It is also ajanma akarma, unborn, actionless. The Atma experiences or feels but has neither attraction nor repulsion towards those experiences, which are typically functions of the mind. The highest self. Sakshi Bhav represents the highest self, the formless, nirakari, Bijroop avastha, seed form state, or superconsciousness, where 100% of the Atma's energy is expressed. This state is considered equivalent to the state of Paramatma, Supreme Soul. Beyond emotions and qualities. Being in Sakshi Bhav means transcending emotions, Bhavatit, and the three qualities, Satvik, Rajsik, Tamsik, that is Gunatit. This leads to a Karmatit, beyond karma state, where actions are solely for the universal welfare and not for personal gain or entanglement. The soul who is truly Sakshi Bhav is the one who understands the root cause of all the things and knows the beginning, middle, and end of the creation. Who will act as per emotions? Souls who are the slaves of their chit, mind, intellect, sanskar, or who is the slave of the scene or situation coming in front of it. Contribution to deeper yogic awareness and self realization. Number 1. Transition from Drashta to Sakshi Bhav. Initially, a spiritual seeker may not differentiate between Drashta, intellect, and Sakshi, Atma, because the difference is very subtle. Purification of intellect. Through the deep study and practice of knowledge, the intellect becomes purer and subtler. As the intellect purifies, it increasingly experiences the Atma, enabling a direct perception of the soul. This process requires going deeper into the knowledge. Initial practice. At first, one practices Sakshi Bhav through intellect, as directly experiencing the Atma is not immediately possible. It is only through continuous practice that the distinction between the Atma and intellect becomes clear. Transcending mental activity. When the mind achieves silence, particularly in the formless state, that is the Nirakari state, it signifies stability of the intellect and brings one close to becoming Sakshi Drashta. This means stabilizing on a single thought or concept. एक ही संकल्प में स्थिर होना. Number 2. Achieving higher states of consciousness. Freedom from bondage. Souls become entangled in suffering and karma bonds because they lack a true understanding of Sakshi Bhav. Deep knowledge helps in untangling these complexities. Beyond reactions and suffering, a true Sakshi does not react internally. Pratikriya utpann nahi ho raha, even if outwardly silent. If there's any internal disturbance in the consciousness, one is not in Sakshi Bhav. This state leads to the dissolution of suffering and its effects, as the Sakshi goes beyond the dualities of pleasure and pain, achieving Pragya Avastha, state of awakened wisdom. Universal welfare, Vishwa Kalyan. Only a soul that is not subjected to the world, Vishwa ke adeen nahi hai, and is above it, can be in the Sakshi Bhav and thus contribute to the welfare of the world. Vishwa Kalyan kar sakta hai. Such an Atma is full of knowledge about the beginning, middle, and end of the creation. Spiritual power. Attaining Sakshi Bhav requires significant spiritual power. Without this power, one might feel suffocated, even if attempting to be in a witness state. This power comes from connecting with the Supreme Soul and understanding its true nature. True love. True bhavatit, beyond emotions love, is only possible in the Nirakari state, where one connects with the Creator. This is the pure love between the Creator and the creation. Continuous practice. Maintaining Sakshi Bhav continuously is a very difficult penance. It requires consistent meditation practice to absorb knowledge into the subconscious mind and then apply it in the daily life as a karma yogi. Self-realization. Number 3. The journey towards self-realization involves becoming bhavatit, beyond emotions, then gunatit, beyond qualities, and finally karmatit, beyond karma. Sakshi Bhav is a key state within this progression. Knowing the soul. To truly know the Atma, one must transcend the senses, body, mind, and intellect. This involves focusing on the Atma's qualities and purpose, such as its nature of sankalp, thought or resolve. Overcoming illusion. Many mistakenly claim, I am Atma, without true understanding, which is considered superficial. Dongi. Realizing the Atma requires deep knowledge of oneself and the Supreme Soul, understanding creation, and removing obstacles that prevent the Atma from revealing itself. Authenticity. The journey to Sakshi Bhav and self realization is a long, arduous process that requires genuine effort and cannot be achieved overnight or through superficial means. It requires seeking real knowledge and accurate knowledge from the authentic sources. Here's how one can practice Sakshi Bhav in daily life. Number 1. Understand the distinction from Drashta to Sakshi Bhav. Number 2. The foundation, deep knowledge and purification of intellect. Number 3. The training ground, consistent meditation practice. Absorbing knowledge. While knowledge is received consciously, it must be absorbed into the subconscious mind through consistent meditation practice, dhyan. Without this absorption, one cannot attain Sakshi Bhav. Practice in meditation first. It's crucial to first practice Sakshi Bhav during meditation sessions. This repeated practice in a focused setting helps to make the state firm. Achieving mental silence. When the mind attains silence, especially by stabilizing on a single thought in the Nirakari, formless state, one gets very close to becoming Sakshi Drashta. This means stabilizing the intellect on one concept or thought. Number 4. Integrating into daily life, becoming a Karma Yogi. From meditation to action. Once the practice of Sakshi Bhav becomes firm through meditation, it will naturally begin to descend into daily life. You will then be able to perform all your actions, karma, from a place of Sakshi Bhav, becoming a Karma Yogi. Appropriate action, not inaction. Being in Sakshi Bhav does not mean becoming emotionless, cold, or irresponsible. It means transcending reactions, pratikriya, where there is no internal disturbance, even if outwardly silent. If there is any internal agitation in the consciousness, chitta, one is not in true Sakshi Bhav. Discernment and wisdom. A knowledgeable person in Sakshi Bhav will have a clear intellect to discern situations. They will take appropriate precautions and steps in life. Even if unforeseen difficulties occur, they will understand the karmic reason behind them and take steps for resolution without falling into further karmic entanglement. It is about acting with wisdom, not blind inaction. Universal welfare, Vishwa Kalyan. A soul in Sakshi Bhav is not bound by the world and can therefore contribute to the universal welfare. Such a soul operates from a higher dimension of intellect, offering solutions beyond ordinary thinking. Number 4. Navigating challenges and refining practice. In essence, to practice Sakshi Bhav in daily life, one must embark on a journey of deep knowledge acquisition, rigorous self-contemplation, consistent meditation to absorb the knowledge, and then consciously apply that refined awareness in every action and reaction, striving to remain a non-reactive, detached witness. This continuous effort leads to a state beyond suffering and karma, enabling one to contribute to the universal welfare from a place of true wisdom and unconditional love. Infinite supreme peace. Param Shanti.